Hi, today's video is on how to make and use a thread cleaning tool, sometimes known as a thread chaser. It's very easy to make it really. You can see this is the original stud that came out of this one. This is an old stud that I have that is the right thread for here. So you could just put your head of your stud inside in your vise and foil it down at an angle below the height of the threads. You can see I've actually done it on both sides here. You might get away with just doing one side. I've done it both sides. You need these cavities here to hold the dirt. You see, if you just use your normal stud going down, there's nowhere for the dirt and silt to go. It just blocks up the threads. So with this, it cuts into the dirt that's in there, and the dirt has somewhere to go. You can use a foil. You can use an angle grinder maybe to get these surfaces here, or maybe a Dremel tool. So as I said, foil, grinder or Dremel tool would be probably the easiest. So this one's actually a Seagull outboard block. I've already removed the head. This is the original stud, but you can see it this about there. You can see it's darker than the rest. That's where it's been in contact with the silt, the salt, the water. There's a lot of builds up on the ends of these threads, and what I like to do is actually pass the screwdriver, small screwdriver, just down through the holes, just to make sure. There's a small bit now on the end of those threads there. It's not too, but there's a bit there now again. Just pass it down. I always find these two are usually less blocked. This is the top of the motor, this is the bottom end here, and the sill tends to hold on the bottom too. Not always the case, but usually. So just make sure that those are clean on that end, and have a look down through and make sure they're clear and there's no blockages. Just get the tool, and I like to get a bit of copper grease, or maybe a bit of oil might do, and put it onto the cavity there, the cavity on that side, and a small bit in along the thread itself. And with that then you can actually start to clean it, thread it down. Now these studs would always be the height of the actual, this height here above the block. Now I'm actually going to go close as I can to the actual block to clean as much of these threads as possible. So we can begin to thread it down. It's usually fine until the last 1/4 of an inch, 3/8 of an inch, and then it will get very tight or begin to actually be very hard to move it. It's even getting tight there now, half is down. Yeah, there's definitely dirt in this one anyway. And when I remove the actual tool itself, you will see that on the cavities the dirt is actually stuck to the grease, so that you can remove it. It won't really matter with this, because any dirt that goes down into the water galleries here, I'll be turning this upside down again in a minute and giving the water galleries another bit of a clean, so whatever comes out or whatever falls in will be able to come out. So I have that now almost to the bottom, and it's very hard to turn it. You could give this 2 passes if you want. One usually does for these. Once you put this tool down through it, we'll just take it back out again. And we'll have a look at the end to see if it picked up a bit of dirt for us. As I said, it's not going to matter too much of this in it, because the water galleries will be cleared and emptied again. I find that this works every time. I have had studs where I've actually put it in without cleaning it, and it'll stop a quarter of an inch from the bottom. It'll stop dead, you won't be able to turn it. There we go. You can see here now on the end of it. Just get it off our socket here now. You can see there it's picked up the dirt in the cavities. You can see the dirt is actually stuck to the copper grease. So I'll just move that again, and it's ready to use again. That's more or less it. Just do that on your four threads here, and you should be ready to put back on your head gasket and your head. Just give it a good tighten down. I find one pass with this particular tool will actually be more than enough. At least you'll be able to get your head down nice and tight. And sometimes I like to put on a small bit of copper grease onto the stud itself, in case you want to get these back out again at some stage, or someone else wants to get them back out. But that's more or less it on the tool anyway. As I said, you might get away with just cutting one side of that. I like to have two, and it does work very good. You can see it's starting to bore a little bit on that side. So what I'll actually do, this has been used a few times, is I'll give that another file, and it'll actually sharpen up those threads, and they'll cut nicely into those threads that are there. It'll clean them up well. This can be used, I suppose, for most situations there where you need to clean out your threads. So that's it. More seagull videos coming up as well soon, and we'll be starting a few fishing videos as well. That's it. Like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.